both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Oakland Raiders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, and they're going to throw without him. And the catch made by Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
And an Eagle first down.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Allen going to throw. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this.
25. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On first down, it's Ward. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Raiders' 48-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Allen now looks to throw. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. They can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 22.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Second and 5 now. Allen, his throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. No problem there on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. 50. No game on this defense. No game. Hatchet. Hatchet. Get it on. West.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike, 45.
2nd and 10. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen sliding out of the pocket. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, it's Ward. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Returning it is Moore. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
At the 25-yard line.
On 2nd down now, Harden. They'll set up a throw. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, Harden. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Let's bring it.
Now back to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. There he is, caught at the 7-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Jay Sternberger. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
That's what I do. Same. Check safety. Check 4. 81.
Second and 3. Flushed out right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal.
I got you, son. Mike spot 9. Hut. QB drop. Watch QB drop.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Michael Gallup, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
First down, Eagles.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 56.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And here's Allen. Going to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. Jackson was the intended receiver. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
They'll run on first down. Harden fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. He'll drop to throw. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a give right side. It's Ward. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Allen. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. From the gun, Allen. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, it's Ward. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. What's the run? They're running it. Go Mike 50, Mike 50. Check tight, check tight, check tight. Hey, Mike's 50,
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They'll look to throw here. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now Allen to throw. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Allen operating from the gun. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The rookie first-rounder Jonathan Abram there to knock it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen now throwing again. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. A final shot before half for Allen. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harden, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, watch the leg. 50. Rabbit.
2nd and 5. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Let's go, Mike 50.
Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Mike 5'9. Mike 5'9.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Oakland. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Allen going to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Let's put that team on
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Looking to throw. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Michael Gallup with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
24 is the mark. You.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's more on the return. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now a give, right side. Harden, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
Let's go.
2nd and 9 now. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
45 is the mic. Now watch one. 45. Let go. 45. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's give it right.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden, they're down.
They're on 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 38-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To the air, Allen. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Allen's throw is complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Allen. And Allen's got it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Here's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ward. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
We own them. Hey, check 20.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harden, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Check 59. You ain't got nothing. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st. This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear. 45.
He'll drop the throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Not his, boy.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
You got nothing. 45 is the mark. Don't get nervous. Check go. 45. Mike, 45.
They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And some room to run now. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he will be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. Harden. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Here we go. Here we go. 59 mark. 59 mark. Check. 59. Bound to lose one. Check. 59. 59. Check 59. Mike is 59.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively. And this one is right down Broadway. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some.
This is caught inside the 15. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a second and goal. Again on the ground, again it's Ward. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. On the ground with Ward. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Here's Ward. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try.
Brings up fourth down and goal.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this is off the left upright, and it caroms in. Not the most convincing kick you'll see, but he got it to go. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Around the NFL fourth quarter right now in Atlanta. And the Saints have scored again, enjoying a comfortable cushion. A win would be their second on the young season. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Coming to you. Coming to you. Mike 59.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They still need one completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches.
59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check, check.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.